Chef's Tech here, back with another video, and welcome to a very cold fall day, and this, the Tesla Model 3 Performance. Now, you might be saying, well, this is a review on our Tesla Model 3 Performance. Well, I already made a video on a Tesla Model 3, so it doesn't make sense to review another Model 3 on this channel. However, I'm going to go over our spec that we chose with our Model 3 and also some cool features that you didn't know about it. And as well, this particular one is a very special Model 3. I'll get into that in a minute. For right now, let's go take an overview of the spec that we did on our Model 3 Performance. Let's start off with the back of the car. So the color we chose was the deep blue metallic. This color, again, the wide mode. This color looks so good. Some people aren't a fan of it, but this color is worth every penny. For $1,000, you cannot complain of this color. I mean, just the way the sun's shining on it right now, it looks amazing. I mean, it's a solid blue, but it just looks so good from any angle you put it at. Oh my god, it's such a nice color, the deep blue metallic. Moving on to the wheels, we went with the 19-inch sport wheels, and the reason why is since the Performance has 20-inch wheels, this one only has 19s due to snow, and you can't get all-weather tires on the 20 inches, so we had to go with 19s for this one, and they are on all-weather tires. Now, as I said, this one is a dual motor Performance. How you know it's a Performance is this red line under here. That's how you know it's a Performance. And we went with the, open the door here, we went with the black interior, black vegan leather. So vegan, now Tesla's moved on to vegan leather, so it's not real leather anymore. It's vegan leather. Just take a look at that dashboard and everything. I'll go over everything in a minute. Now, moving on to what's so special about this Model 3, you might be saying. So this one is a rare production of the Model 3. So it's a really rare car. This one specifically is called a Tesla Model 3 Stealth Performance. Now, what does the Stealth Performance different than a regular Performance? Well, from the standpoint, looking onto the side, if you don't know what a Tesla Model 3 looks like, usually it has the gray brake calipers. It's higher off the ground than a Model 3, and it doesn't have all the bigger brakes and the carbon fiber spoiler, and if you even get really close, you're gonna notice that this one doesn't have aluminum pedals either, just the standard rubber pedals. So what makes this a Stealth Performance? Well, it has the $15,000 performance upgrade on it, which makes it go 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds and a top speed of 175 miles an hour. The car that Elon Musk says in a tweet can beat a BMW M3 in a straight line. I recommend you go watch that drag race that Top Gear did. It's amazing. And as well as, if you are really noticing, if you go into the car controls, you can see here that we have track mode, as you can see. However, it's not enabled yet. We're gonna get that enabled though. So that's what the Stealth Performance is. So it does have the Performance suspension, which makes it lower, but it doesn't have the bigger wheels, the spoiler, but it does have that performance upgrade. And these Stealth Performances are only on the East Coast, or I don't even know what side of the earth we're on the Massachusetts side of the earth. There we go. That's what I meant to say. So, that is basically our spec. We have EV plates, so we're special on the road. Let's jump inside. So how you open the door, push in, and then pull. Coolest way to open a door ever. And just inside, oh gosh, inside, you can just see how nice it is. I mean, you have the leather up here, the Alcantara door inserts, you have the wood up here, and go away, turn that off. So, obviously, brief overview. We have the front trunk, which we'll go look at, the rear trunk, which is in there, and yeah, we're gonna go look at those now, and then we'll come back in the interior. This is such a brief overview of a Tesla Model 3 because I already did a review. Make sure you go check out my Tesla Model 3 review. It's my third most popular video on this channel, so make sure you go check it out. This is the Model 3 trunk, pretty big, pretty big. If you look, go look over here. You can see under here we have the charging cable, everything like that. So you have underneath here as well. Let's just get this flat here, because anyways, yeah, there you go. And as I said, one rear cork, the trunk goes up the C-pillar, so pretty interesting. We'll just shut this and move on to the front trunk, which is obviously, since there isn't an engine, they have a front trunk. So this trunk doesn't have a floor mat in it. However, let's get these leaves out of here. However, it does have your tow hook and everything like that. But we ordered a front mat. It doesn't come with them. But we ordered a front mat, and these are some optional grocery bag hooks and the windshield washer fluid right there and everything like that. You can actually fit a good amount of stuff in this trunk, which is really interesting. So there you go. There's that. Let's head on inside. Model 3 inside, it's pretty self-explanatory. You have all your toggles right here. We're not on version 10 yet, sadly. We're on version 9 right there. And yes, we named the car Runt. If you're OG subscribers, you know where that name came from. We have Sentry mode. This is the dash cam, which I'll go into right now. Basically, under here you have, oh my gosh. Oh, under here you have I bought a 64 gigabyte USB stick for $9 on Amazon, and then that is producing the dash cam. Just press right here to save the last 10 minutes, and then it saves. Perfect, right? It's great. So let's, obviously, I'm not gonna go into detail, but you have all your controls on the display. Like, I mean, even you open the glove box just from a touch of the screen on the thing. You have navigation in this. You have obviously AC, obviously AC. Heat seats, all 5 seats are heated and all off. I mean, obviously, for the performance level of the Model 3, this is the best level of the Model 3 there is. Because obviously, like, there are so many awesome things on this car that I'm gonna do a comparison review of this and my Audi A4. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But one thing I love about the Model 3 is that when the windows are, you have this frameless door. It just looks so cool. Just like the frameless door. We'll roll this up. We'll roll the window up. Back seat, pretty self-explanatory. It's a back seat, so obviously like that. Back seat, basically very self-explanatory. You have center console thing. You have these hooks that pop out, and size obviously. And then the thing you're mostly looking at, the all glass roof. So this rear piece of glass goes from all the way over here to the top right here. So when you're sitting here, you can look up and it's just that entire pane of glass. And then all the way up here as well, it also has that entire pane of glass. And yeah, and I didn't forget to mention the door handles are buttons. Now, that is basically an overview of the Tesla Model 3, and if you're wondering, there is a manual release here, and if you do use this manual release, look what happens. door release used may cause damage to window trim. So don't use this door release unless if you're in a real emergency. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this quick test Model 3 review. I forgot to show you the charge port. Just press this. And it opens. It's pretty cool, I have to say. I mean, so, and when this is opened, it shows you have 189 miles, so we have to get this, we have to go charge somewhere. But that is the overview of the Tesla Model 3, our Model 3. I'm going to create so many videos with this thing, and before I close the video, I gotta show you what accessories we bought for this car. So obviously, we bought the all-weather floor mats off Tesla. We bought that mini USB stick, 64 gigabytes for the dash cam. And we also bought a front trunk mat. And I'm really sorry how dirty the car is. We're getting this car PPF'd, or if you know what that means, paint protection film. It basically means that the car is going to get a clear layer over it so it doesn't get dirty and all the paint's protected and things like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.